All right, well, good morning, hello, and welcome. My name is Lauren Lewis, and this is Power for Parkinson's Young Onset Circuit class. Welcome, and I'm glad you're here. This class is directed for people with who have been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease younger than 60, who can exercise comfortably standing for an hour, who can get on and off the floor fairly easily. You of course can use assistance, a chair or the wall, but we will be getting on and off the floor. So just to make sure that you're safe, I always like to mention that you should be exercising near a wall or have a chair nearby so that you can make sure that you are safe. Please grab some water and a towel and we will get started. One more little bit of business before I continue. There is a little button on the bottom of your screen. It says subscribe now. What that will do, it costs you nothing. If you will press that button and subscribe, that will help other people find us a lot more readily. Especially for people with young onset. There's not a lot of resources out there for people with young onset, and we are one of the few. So hopefully you can let other people come on and join our community and get exercising together. All right, so I think I've covered all the business that needs to be done. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with about a 3-minute warm-up. I encourage you to either follow me or do your own warm-up. You want to go for about 3 minutes, something kind of mild. I don't want you to overexert. We're just trying to get the body warmed up. So I'm going to start with a march. Join me if you'd like to. All right, so the march is fairly easy. We're just lifting using opposite arms if we can, lifting the knees. We're not getting overexerted yet. We're trying to build synovial fluid, encouraging synovial fluid, which is a byproduct of exercising, of moving, and that will keep your joints nice and safe. Okay, so let's continue marching. Let's add some arms. Let's bring those arms overhead in a nice big circle and come on down. Again, in a nice big circle and come on down. Let's do that 2 more times. Up, deep breath, and down. Last time, bring it up. Good, and down. Now let's take those arms and push forward. And we're just going to stay right here in a marching position and get those arms moving, continuing to get the legs moving. And let's change the arms to the side. We're pushing out now. Let's do this for 8. 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, overhead. Keep going. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's push down and away. Back. 2, 3, 4. Lift it up. 5, 6, 7, and march it out. That's 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's take that march to a bigger march. Let's lift the legs, swing those arms just a little more, keep it going. Again, we want to comfortably and safely and slowly get that heart rate up. We want to feed the brain oxygen and blood. Let's keep it going. 8 more counts. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's add a knee lift. Up. And I always like to, I say it every week, I like to take my hands and bring them underneath my knee for a knee lift because I want to try to make those legs lift just a little higher. So I don't want it just to be here. I'm trying to get those legs nice and high, even higher than hip height if you can. If you lose your balance during this or you find you're just not really stable, just do this against the wall, that's fine. Just keep moving. And again, you never have to stay at my pace. You can bring it up a little higher, you can bring it down a little lower. It doesn't matter what pace you are. It matters that you just stay with me. Okay, let's do 8 more. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2. Nice work. Now we're going to go for the inner thigh. We want to warm up the inner thigh a little. So just turn your ankle towards you, and just little taps. 8, 7, 6, 5. You can hear my heart rate's coming up. 4 by my breathing. Yeah. 3, 2, and 1. Now the outer thigh, we're going to go out, out. And you use those arms out to the side just to keep that heart rate up while I warm up my outer thighs. 8 more. Ready? 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2, and march it out again. Lift the knees nice and high. We're going to take the march into a jacks. Gently jacks. I'm going to go right, center, left, center. A modified jack. So join me if you can. Right, center, left, center. Right, center, left. Keep going. If a modified jack, Doesn't work for you, you really like those high impact jacks? Right here. We're gonna do 20 together. Ready? Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, come on, 5, almost done, 4, 3, 2, 1, and march it out again. Bring those arms overhead, nice and gently, and exhale out. Good, and you never want to just totally stop. Even after a warm-up, you don't want to just totally, or certainly after cardio, you don't want to totally just stop. So you want to continue moving and get that heart rate down slowly, just as safely as you did getting up. So we're just slowly getting that heart rate down. Let it all go, shake it all out. All right, so let me explain what we're doing today. There's a circuit of 5 exercises. We're going to do each one of those exercises for 50 seconds. Each of those exercises will be focusing on a major muscle group in the body. We'll be working for full body. And each of those exercises also will be directed at a specific common symptom of Parkinson's disease. And I will be explaining and describing each one as we go through it. Okay, so for the first exercise is a full body exercise. It's a mountain climber. I'm going to ask you to do these mountain climbers with me slower. So we're not going to use it as a cardio. A lot of people use this mountain climbers as a cardio exercise, and it's a great exercise. It really is. I love it. I love all cardio exercise. But I'm going to ask you to make this a little more strenuous by going slower. So you're really going to focus and really concentrate on using your core, using your shoulders, using your legs. So here's all the different levels. We can start off on the floor, as most people do, on the floor. So your arms, your shoulders are directly underneath. I'm going to move back a little so you can make sure to see me. My shoulders are directly underneath my wrists. I'm in a plank position. Hips, shoulders, and legs are all in one long, straight diagonal. And slowly, I'm going to bring one knee into my chest, pulling my belly tight, and back, in, and back. And that's what I mean by a slow motion mountain climber. You can also do these modified on a chair. All the same muscles, all the same movement. You're just on a different diagonal, and so that may make it easier for you. So you're going to start way up here. Well, not way up here, but up here. And you're going to do the same exercise. In, down, in, down. They both are great exercises. They both will use all the same muscles. They both have the same benefit. They're just at different levels. Okay, so I'm going to put my timer on. Figure out where on the floor you want to be. And you, by the way, even higher, you can do this even on the wall. Even over here. Even on the wall, same thing. Okay? Same exact thing. It's just different levels. So to make sure that you're working at your level. All right, so I'm going to put my timer on. 50 seconds, our first exercise, and go. I'm going to start off on the floor. Okay, so what are we doing here? I said we're going to be working on all large muscle. So this exercise is a full body exercise. We're working core. Every time that knee comes in, our core is working. We're stabilizing through our hips. Stabilizing, which means we're also working balance, which is, who doesn't need that, right? We're also working chest and shoulders, because those are the muscles holding us up. So it's also a strengthening exercise. And shoulder stabilizers. So we've got a lot going on. It is a full body exercise. When you lengthen those legs, you're also working your hamstrings and your glutes. So concentrate on making sure that every part of this is working as you want it to. The knee comes in slowly, pulling your belly tight. The leg goes all the way out straight. Your arms are directly underneath you. You're pulling tight, and you're waiting for that for that timer to go off. Yay! All right. So that's our first exercise. We're going to stay down on the ground for our second exercise, and the second exercise is called the dead bug. It's a favorite of mine. I hope you like it. Okay, so there's also a lot of levels to this one too. I'm going to show you the first level is way down here. Your hands are to your side. I'm going to turn slightly at an angle so you can see where everything is. Your legs are directly over your hips, 90-degree angles. Your hands are here on the ground. You're going to take your opposites. I'm going to take my right hand and my left leg, and they're both going to go away from the body, pulling down and away, pulling your belly down. Make sure your lower back is pushing, and then come up and then switch it. Opposites. So that's the dead bug right there. To make it a little more fun, a little more challenging, and by challenging I always mean more fun, you can bring those arms directly overhead, and then you have to find that Opposite again, directly overhead. So now we're in that dead bug position. You can even make it more fun. Hard to believe! You can make it more fun by crossing, pushing against one leg. The opposites are pushing, and the other ones are crossing and going down. And then I push and I go down. Push and go down. So I'm always pushing against that leg. By pushing against that leg while I'm going down, I'm triggering all those muscles a little harder. So decide where you want to be. Find your spot on the floor. 50 seconds. Here we go. All right. So I think I really gave you most of what you need to know about this exercise. It is a core exercise. But instead of most core exercises, you're coming up, right? Even in that plank, you were coming up. This one, you're pushing down. You want to push your belly button really, really hard to the floor. Push really hard, which is going to force that lower back into the floor. And so you're stabilizing and strengthening your core, both sides of your body, not just the front abs. You're also stabilizing and strengthening those lower back muscles also. So this is a really great, strong, hard exercise. And especially if you're going for a minute or 50 seconds as we are. These are great. Just stay with it. You can do this. It's not that bad. And you may feel like a dead bug at the end of it. Who knows? Just stay with me. All right. Nice work, huh? So you're going to roll over onto all fours. Take your stronger leg. Put it in front of you. Toes on the back. Helps you up. That's the safest way to get off the floor. All right. So we've got 2 down. The next exercise we're going to work on is a squat with a cross knee. So a squat is basically a seated position. You're going to sit down as if there's a chair behind you, an invisible chair. That's a squat. Watch out for this. You want to make sure your chest and shoulders are up. You're squatting. I like to keep my hands in front because that helps me balance, and I can really get my hips nice and far back. Okay, so we're going to start off in that squat position. We're going to come up and cross that knee with your elbow. Cross. Sit. Stand. Balance is an issue with this exercise because you are on one foot. You may want to do this standing behind the chair. Sit, cross, sit, cross. You can hold onto the chair or just keep it there for balance, for safety if you need it. Cross. And you don't have to use your elbow. It's crossing of the hand. What we're working on here is getting lifting that leg, okay? So don't worry about coming down and doing that. Worry about lifting the body up nice and tall. 50 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Squat, cross and lift. All right, so the major muscles here, we're still working core because every time you lift that quad, every time you lift your knee rather, higher than your hips, your abdominals kick in. They have to. If you put your hand right here, you can feel it. You can feel it lift right there. Good, stay with me. Every time you lift that knee, we're working core. But what else are we working? We're working glutes. We're strengthening the legs, strengthening and lifting those legs, making it, getting really strong legs, sitting way back on those hips, working on balance, working on core, working on strengthening those legs. Good, and stay with it. Just really work on sitting as far back and keeping your chest nice and tall. You're doing great, stay with it. It's not that long. And sit and stand, good. Pull your belly nice and tight while you're doing that, and you got it. All right. The next exercise we're going to do is a back lunge with curl and press. You're going to need or want, if you have some weights, you may want to add some weights to this exercise. That's fine. The curl is right here. Curl and press. So we're dropping the arms, curling, and then we're going to press. Those arms are going to go over your head, not in front. This is kind of important. I want them way up here, okay? So try to concentrate on that part. The back lunge, you may want that chair again for balance, and that's fine. That's not cheating. That's staying safe. It doesn't change the exercise, so please stay safe. We just take one leg standing tall. The arms come down when you go back. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. We come back up, and we do the press, and then we use the opposite leg. All the way back, down, up, and press. All right, I'm going to get the chair out of the way so you can see me a little better. I'm going to grab my weights. I'm going to hit the timer. Are you ready? Okay. 50 seconds on the clock. Back lunge and curl and press. Back and whoops, press. Back, press. Now, I like to do everything slow so that I know I'm really working properly. I like to really make these exercises very muscular for me. I'd like you to stay at your pace and what feels comfortable for you. If you want to go even slower than I am, yay for you, that's great. If you want to pick it up a little faster, that's fine too. Just make sure that your body is where it needs to be. Your knees are safe underneath your ankles, not in front of your toes. Make sure those arms are reaching overhead, not in front. What are we working here? Front of leg. We just worked back of leg, the glutes. Now we're working front of leg. All those muscles, the quadriceps in the front of the leg. We're also working upper body, arms, biceps on the curl, shoulders on the press. All right, nice job. We only have one more exercise to do, and that exercise is a cardio exercise. My favorite. So, this doesn't matter how you do it, okay? Just stay safe and try to go for the whole 50 seconds in cardio. These are jacks, so I'd like you to do jacks in any way. Let me just show you a few different modifications. No jumping jack is here. I promise you, you will get your heart rate up even if you don't jump, okay? So here, make sure you're bending and lifting, though, bending and lifting, because we want to trigger those fast twitch muscles. We want to make sure we're really getting those muscles. Here is fine, here is great. You can take it up, make it a little more fun by going down, floor jacks, hitting the floor, coming up, oh boy, that's fun. Or you can just change the arms any way you want to. Jacks are all up to you, okay? Stay at your pace, stay at your level, and 50 seconds, go! So I'm gonna stay right here because I have all kinds of issues, which you don't need to know about. Knees, back, shoulders, neck, I got them all. But every so often I can really kick it up, so you never know what I'll throw in there. Anyway, so cardio is really important for everyone. I don't care what level you are, what fitness level you're at, what stage of the Parkinson's you're at, all cardio is all important because we want to get that blood and oxygen to the brain. We want to build the heart, strengthen the heart, which is what cardio does. And we want to get some of those chemicals, those feel-good chemicals that are stimulated when we do cardio. We want to get those going too so that we can fend off depression, fend off anxiety, and just feel good. So I'm going to take this up now. Oh, shoot. Well, I have 2 more chances to bring that up a little higher. Okay? That's what happens when I talk too much, right? All right, so now we've got our 5 exercises. Good for you. You learned them. You've had a chance to work on each one. You know what you're doing. Now I'm going to explain to you each exercise, how it benefits Parkinson's disease. The first exercise were the mountain climbers. What we're really working on, besides everything I told you, we're also now going to focus on core for balance, but even more importantly, I want you to try to lift those legs as high as you can. We're working gait, because even in a plank position, when you lift those knees, that is transferring in your brain to lifting the knees when you're walking, so you're not shuffling. All of this can transfer into functional real life. So you want to exaggerate these motions, okay? Knowing that, give me some really good mountain climbers, okay? Chair, wall, floor, doesn't matter. Lift the knees. Here we go. And again, it doesn't have to be fast. It just has to be big. So you want to lift those knees as high as you can. Really lifting them. While you're lifting, try not to lift your hips. Try not to be upside down up here. Try to keep it nice and flat. Working on that. There is another benefit which I just remembered. Also, this is range of motion, because that is another symptom that some people find they experience, and that is they lose their range of motion. Everything becomes shorter, smaller. So we want to not just bring those legs nice and high. We want to extend those legs all the way behind you, reminding the body to fully extend. Same thing with the arms. Fully extended in front of you, not bent, fully extended. All right, I am getting out of breath here, which makes me happy. I hope you are too. Stay with me. We only have a few more seconds. Pull it in. Here we go. Oh, there it is. We're staying on the ground, dead bug. What we're addressing with the dead bug is actually contralateral motion. Contralateral means working opposites. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right. So we're working on, this is a symptom that starts very small. You don't even realize that one arm stops, and then maybe both, and then maybe sometimes some people experience both arms, the arms and legs move together. So we want to reinforce that working opposites. It's better for balance. It's more natural. We want to reinforce that or retrain the body. So that's what we're doing. Hit the ground, dead bugs. Your choice. how you do it. Remember, trigger that right arm, left leg. Trigger it before you even get started. So that, here we go. Yep. So that you're already moving in opposites. This one takes a little thinking, yeah? This one you have to think for. I also like pushing my lower back into the floor. This feels good to me. Not everybody likes that. I do. It feels great. So just stay with it. Think about it. Use your brain. It's not just the body. Pull tight. Pull your back into the floor using opposites. Keep it going. Also, again, make sure those arms in front of you, if they're in front or even if they're on the ground, make sure they're straight, right? So let's see, back, we're doing opposites. All the way down. Pull your belly down every time you drop that leg. Pull it down. If you can't reach the floor, that's okay. That doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't mean anything. If you can't reach the floor, just reach where you can. All right, we're done with our floor exercises. Come on up. We're getting ready for our squats. Hands on the thigh, roll up. All right, good. Squats, once again, also works on gait. We're still working on gait. So we're going to sit down. We're strengthening the legs because you have to have strong legs to lift them to walk, so we're not shuffling, making sure you have strong legs, but we're also lifting that knee, working contralaterally. Opposites are going to opposites, but I've added something. I've added that cross of the midline, crossing that midline, whether it's a hand or the elbow. When you cross the midline, your brain works more fully, okay, because both sides of the brain have to work. So knowing that, let me see the best you can do. Contralaterally, go nice and deep. Cross those legs nice and high. All right, 50 seconds and go. Sitting back and crossing. Working on contralateral motion. Working on crossing. If you want to cross it even more to the other side, that's great. It just builds stronger neural pathways. And that's what Parkinson's is all about. It's about neural pathways, right? It's about muscle memory. It's about building muscle memory that may have been deleted or lost. Okay, and we can do it. That's the best part of this, is that you really can delay the disease or improve your mobility. Just by doing these exercises all the time, reminding your body how to do these. And stay with me. Sitting nice and deep, you can do it. Sit way back. Good, now that you're pretty warmed up, you should be able to go down even more. Think about those arms really reaching in front of you, okay? Keep it going, we're almost done. There it is. Good job. All right. The last exercise, not the last exercise, the last muscular exercise is the back lunges. So we're just alternating legs, and we're working on gait one more time today. This time, instead of lifting the leg, we're going way back. We're working on stride. Very common for Parkinson's is to find that your stride gets smaller and smaller. So we want to retrain the brain to take long strides. That's all we're doing. Exaggerate this, please. We're also working on shoulder, back, upper back. That's posture, so that you're not here. You're here. Take those arms, make sure you're pushing your shoulder blades down when you're lifting. All right, grab the weights. Here we go. Alternating back. We're going to curl way back and lift. Now we can add a knee if you want for balance. That's a little more of a challenge, but you don't have to. You can just stay right here with me. Big back lunge, curl, reach overhead. Concentrate on really exaggerating all of these motions. You already know how to do it functionally. You already know what muscles you're using. Now work on the Parkinson's part, the symptoms part. Concentrate on how you can improve yourself that way also. Keep it going, pull your belly tight, you can do this. This is all good. Stay with me, we're almost done. Back and up. Back and up. This exercise actually uses front and back. It's not just quadriceps, but it's more of a quadricep exercise. Great job, okay. Core, cardio's next. Jacks, any way you want to do it. I'm going to try to mix it up a little. I'm going to slow it down, go fast, make it high, make it low. I'm going everywhere. You can too. All right, here we go. 50 seconds on the clock and go. I'm going to start with my low impact because I always have to be sure that my knees, back, neck, and shoulders are okay. But every so often I can really kick it up and do a few of these and not hurt myself as long as I don't do it for too long. Stay with it. do what works for you, okay? You can take it down and up. Yeah, we can do that, sure. Why not? Right here, down and up. Your choice, stay with it. Woo. 50 seconds, let's get that heart rate up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You don't have to jump high, you can stay right here. In fact, you can take it low and get that heart rate up even higher by bending down because you're using more muscles. You're going a little faster when you're lower down here because you don't have to worry about the jump. Go, 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 go. Stay with it. Almost done, I promise, I promise. Yay! All right, remember I told you, whenever you do cardio, you need to walk it off, grab some water, wipe off. We have one more set to do. All right, let me get my heart rate down. I love those because it really does get to my heart rate, and that makes me feel good. I feel like I'm really working when my heart rate goes up like that. All right. So we've done the muscular circuit. The first circuit was to learn and use the muscles properly. The second one was really directed at the Parkinson's symptom, even though it was the same exercises. Now we're going to work on the cognitive aspect, or not aspect, but the cognitive part. So you're going to do all those same 5 exercises, but I'm going to give you something that has nothing to do with those exercises to think about and say out loud. Use your vocal power, say them out loud. So the first exercise is a mountain climber. Every time you bring your knee up in the mountain climber, I'd like you to say out loud the name of a famous person named John. There's a million of them, please believe me. I mean, just think of actors or presidents. There you got it right there. Anyway, famous people named John, okay? Find your position on the wall, on the chair, on the floor, and 50 seconds, say everything's the same. Nothing changes. You're just saying something that has nothing to do with the exercise. You're thinking about something else. And I'm going to try to be quiet, which is really difficult for me. So I allow you to think about John's. Keep it going. Pull your belly tight. Each time you come in, remember we're doing these slow. So if you can't think of one, hold it right here until you can. That's great because it's forcing you to work even harder muscularly and bringing that knee all the way in. So just hold it and do the best you can do. Keep going. If I stump you, don't worry about it. It's just a little game. Don't fret. Just keep thinking of John's. Pull it in. Pull tight. Push away. Almost done. There it is. Stay down, dead bug. How'd we do? Were you able to do the whole exercise with John's? All right, dead bug, on your back, opposite arm and leg hit the floor. This time I want you to just count by 6s. Every time your arm, doesn't matter which side, every time your arm goes down, you count by 6s. Okay? 6, 12, you get it? And I really will not talk this time to allow you to be able to think. Not that counting by 6s is difficult, but you know, here we go. Up and got it. Okay. Pull nice and tight. Slow it down if you need to. That's not cheating. Try to get those arms and legs down, pulling away. 6. Keep going. Pull your belly tight. Look straight up. Keep going. You're doing great. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. We're in this together, all right? All right. Pull down with your belly. I'm going to make this a little harder, a little more fun. All right. Roll up. Take the stronger leg in front of you. We're done with the floor. Up here. Grab hold of that leg. Lift up. All right. So now we're going to do the squat. Reaching and squat. Use that chair. Please use the chair. Make sure you're staying safe, because if you lose your balance, you're not going to get any benefit out of doing the exercise. Anyway, so we're going to sit way back, stand and cross, and every time you sit down, you're going to say a word that rhymes with swing. Okay? It's an easy one. Swing. There's a million of them. All right, so find your positioning. Find a place on the floor, and here we go. down, good. All right, sitting nice and low, reaching forward to even your balance out. Head comes up on the left, standing tall on the left. Swing, words that rhyme with swing. Keep going. It's only 50 seconds. Reach and lift. Make it a little harder. Way back and up. Reach, lift. Try to lift that leg high. Words that rhyme with swing. Stay with it. Almost done. All right. Now, the next exercise is the back lunge with the curl. So we've got the lower body working, the upper body working, and the brain working. It's a lot going on. Don't be surprised if this becomes really hard. That's okay. That's what we're doing. We're challenging everything. This time we're going to come up with things. Every time you come up, so you're going to do that back lunge, come up. Every time you reach for the ceiling, I want you to come up with a reason why people are late to work. Okay? And in Austin, there's a lot of reasons to be late for work. But come up with your own. I'm not even going to give you a hint. Come up with one every time you bring those arms over your head. A reason why people are late to get to work. Okay? This one's a fun one, right? All right, so here we go. 50 seconds. I add my weights. I'm going down and up. Way back. Remember, we're not compromising the form. We're just thinking of something else while we're doing this. Down, reach. Good. Stay with it. You got it. Come on, you can think of more than that. It doesn't have to be a bad reason, by the way. It can be a good reason. Think of that. Maybe that'll help. Stay with it. It also doesn't have to be something that you experience. It could be somebody else. Why is somebody? Maybe you work with someone that's always late, and maybe they give you a different reason every single day. Keep going. Back and down. All right. Good job. All right, we're almost done. Jacks. All right, for jacks, I want you to just come up with colors. Every time you come up, say a color. I want you to do colors because you can probably, hopefully, come up with as many quickly. So I want you to try to come up with as many as you can quickly. Every time you do a jack, you say a color. Look around the room if you get stumped. There's a lot of colors going on all around you, okay? We've got 50 seconds. Let's do it. And again, I'm going to try not to interrupt you. You may have to slow down your jack. Okay, almost done. I think it's almost done. There. All right, I hope you got it. It's fast, right? It was really fast. I started laughing because I'm standing right in front of a mirror, a window rather, and as I'm going, I'm watching all these cars go by and I'm just naming the color of the cars. And then when I ran out of cars, I started with the blues. Light blue, sky blue, dark blue, green blue. Did you do that too? Yeah, I bet you did. Okay, so let's get that heart rate down. Let's walk it off, grab some water. The last thing we're going to do, we've moved on away from the circuit. Last thing we're going to do today is, again, we're going to stay with the cognitive. I'm going to give you 7 moves. 7 moves. I'm not going to break it down. I'm going to give you all 7 moves together, and you're just going to memorize it and stay with me and do them. Okay, so this is a cognitive, it's a brain exercise, but it's also a movement exercise. We're working the body. So move everything away, grab some water, grab a towel, wipe off, get ready for our last section, my cognitive section. I'm going to start off real slow, okay? So here's the 6 moves. And it doesn't matter which way you go, right or left, okay? First one is out. I'm going to bring my arm to my opposite knee. Out. So it's out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. 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 Are you starting to get it? Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. I'm going a little quicker, yeah? Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Keep going, stay with it. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Stay with me, you can do it. Out, in, oh no, knee, I got it, back, cross, star. You see, everybody makes mistakes, it's fine. Side, out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. I'm gonna pick it up. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Keep going. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Let's do it 4 more times. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. 3 more times. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. 2 more times. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Last time. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star. I lied. Let's do it 2 more times. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Last time. Out, in, knee, back, cross, star, in. Did you get it? I got it kind of, and then I lost it, then I got it. Good for you. Great job today. That was great. Let's cool down. Let's stretch it out and call it a day. Nice work. Thanks for joining me on that. That was a lot of fun. So I'm going to bring my chair over just to help me stretch. Help me stretch. You can use the wall, you can use a chair, or maybe you don't need anything. It's all up to you. I'm going to start with my quads. We did a lot of quad exercises. So I'm going to grab my foot from behind, grab it behind. I'm going to try to stand nice and tall so that this, my flexor, is all the way pulling forward, not down. All right, and I'm going to try to keep that knee pointing toward the floor. And let's hold it here. Let's count to 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, good job. All right, I'm going to bring my chair all the way to the other side, warming or stretching out my quad on the other side, grabbing hold once again of the toe or the ankle, whatever you can grab hold of. Lift that leg up. Some of you may not be able to reach your ankle or your toe, by the way, and that's fine. Take that same leg. We're stretching this part of the muscle. Take that leg all the way behind you and lean onto the chair so that it doesn't become a muscular exercise. It becomes a stretching. Just stretch out. We're doing the exact same stretch using this part, but we're just not lifting it behind. So let's hold it here and let's say the letter A for about 10 seconds so that we're working both sides even. Ready? A. Good, all right. I think so too. Holding notes, like just holding a, just singing or holding a note, has been found to really help with vocal power. And that's another symptom that some people experience as part of Parkinson's. So while we're cooling down, let's work on our vocal power while we're stretching out the rest of the body. So we want to stretch out the back of the leg. I'm going to take that leg, cross it over on the thigh somewhere, doesn't matter where. If this doesn't work for you, you can have a seat and cross it up here. And if that doesn't work for you, you can have a seat and cross it at the ankle. As long as one leg is straight in front of you and the other knee is out to the side, you're stretching out those glutes. All right, so I'm going to stand up. And this time we're going to count to 10 on one side, and then we'll say a letter on the other side. So let's count. 1, 2, nice and loud. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, unwind. Bring that leg up or wherever feels right for you. You're leaning just gently forward, not down. Holding that leg out, pushing away from you, and deep breath. And this time we'll say the letter B. All right, working on vocal power with me. B. Nice. All right, good. As I said, it feels less and less silly the more you do it. All right, I want to continue stretching out the legs. So I'm going to take my right leg directly in front. My heel is up. Okay, and I'm going to lean forward. I like using my chair for this because I keep my back safe, but if you don't need the chair or you don't find that is a problem, put your hands on your thighs, and we're going to count to 10 on this side and say a letter on the other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gently roll up, switch sides. This time we're going to say, let's not say a letter, let's say la. Open up, that toe comes up, heel is down, lean forward, ready, and la. Good work, gently release and roll it out. Good, all right, let's stretch out the upper body. Let's drop your chin to your chest. Arms directly in front. Watch out for this. I'd like you to just try to pull away with your shoulders, not your entire upper back, okay? And we'll count to 10 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're going to reverse that stretch. Open up those arms all the way out to the side. Open up your chest, reaching nice and wide, opening up all those muscles. Let's open up the fingers as well. Stay right here, and let's say ooh. All right, deep breath with me. Ooh. All right, just release and relax all those muscles. Shake out your shoulders and your neck. Shake out your hands, release your legs. Everything, just kind of give it all a little shake. Let's bring those arms fully overhead for a nice big full body stretch, reaching all the way up to the ceiling. Reach a little higher this time. Contract every muscle in your body. Feel your shoulders, your chest, your biceps, your triceps, your back, your lower back, your glutes, your hamstrings, everything is, your hips, everything is lengthening, stretching. Let's bring ourselves up to our toes and really stretch out every muscle in the body. Reach a little higher, just a little higher. Little higher. Good. Come on down to the ground. We are finished. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's end with a big yay. Ready? Yay! All right. I hope you had fun today. I did. I had a great time. And I got a pretty good workout. I hope you did too. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, if you can subscribe on the bottom, that will help us to get to our 10,000 mark. And it'll help other people find us more readily. If you had fun today, please give us a thumbs up and let us know that you enjoyed it. All right, and I will see you next week. Stay safe.